But if you're not going to get into real FPV, or you just want a little taste of what it's like, then this gives you a really nice, cool dynamic. I had to rip the package open. I couldn't believe this. I couldn't wait till I got home. I spotted it in a leak on Twitter. This is not your standard smart controller. This is the ultimate combo. This ain't your old smart controller, bro. This is the new one. How much is the Air 2S Fly More combo? $1,300, right? For $400, $1,750 is what I paid for this. $450 more. You get the new smart controller. My guy, there has never, ever been a better time to buy the DJI Air 2S. If you saw the Mavic 3 and you're thinking, holy smokes, that thing is expensive, you're still watching this video, head over to B&H and buy it if you were thinking about buying an Air 2S. HDMI output, that also means we're gonna fly with goggles, baby! I've got my spotter step. This is nice. This one has mobile data too, like mobile data. Are you kidding me? So this doubles either as a SIM card or a SD card you could put in there for more storage. I got an SD card in there. I've got the smartphone tethered to my phone that's inside the car. Let's see if the unlocking process is pretty simple, because they have all my information. Restart app, okay. Oh, look at this. This is like, this is running an Android 10. This is like a tablet. Let me see if you swipe up. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So we can, this is, I mean, this is running the Android 10. This is like, jump. All right, let's try again. We know we usually have to do the restart thing. Damn. Oh my gosh, she peels, boy. You gotta love the Air 2S. Okay, the sticks are a little more springy. I feel more springy, but not a big deal, right? It's not like you're flying FPV. We're coming to that just now. Let's go inside the car. I will say the plastic was a better premium, more build quality on the older model, but I'll give up the build quality for performance, right? It's not like the build quality is horrible or anything. It's just okay. But the feel is nice. It's a little bit more chunky, but I prefer the feel and the little less chunkiness of the old one, but I'll give all of that up for performance at the end of the day. And this doesn't feel bad, especially if you have bigger hands. You might actually prefer this more because your hands have to wrap around more. You get the 1000 nit brightness, which is what you used to look. I love me some triple tech, right? But if I can get this, oh my gosh, look at this performance. Not a glitch, boy. Ooh. This OcuSync 3 is a badass, boy. Look at that. Look at that, boy. You want to tell me about performance? What? This thing don't glitch, boy. Now, here's where, like, if I go behind a tree or something, and bear in mind, I'm sitting in the car. I could see, but, you know, I got my spotter out there looking after me. But this is where the regular smart controller will start skipping beats, right? Like stuttering, right? A little bit. And it's okay. You're filming. You're not flying fast like FPV or anything. But I'm going to push it, boy. I'm going normal mode. I'm going pretty much as fast as I can. It's slowed down because there's obstacles there or whatever. But, oh, this baby moves, boy. This baby moves. Oh, man. Oh, the obstacle avoidance. Yo, the responsiveness on this, boy. Stock controller, oh my gosh. This, guys, this is what I've been waiting for. This is probably the happiest moment in my drone life and career. This is what I hoped and prayed for, a 1-inch sensor on an ultra compact drone, even smaller than a Mavic 2 Pro, with a smart controller that is super solid and reliable at an affordable price. $1,749, and you're Done. You don't need nothing more or nothing less. This will make you money, and this will give you a crap load of fun. Then you don't even pay the tax if you take out the Payboo card like me. So whatever price you see on the screen, that's pretty much what you pay. Oh my gosh, this guy is a performance junkie. Hasn't missed a beat. And I'm screen recording. Which is pretty stressful for the old one. And this hasn't missed a beat. I will tell you, stock controller ain't got nothing on this. Stock controller ain't got nothing on this. And if I put my phone card in here and I can get data where I don't need to tether, I mean, I don't mind tethering, but yeah, I've got data on a second card and I can put that in there and I don't even need to tether to my phone, and that's even better. I wonder if it can make phone calls. That I don't know. It's probably not a phone, but at least you could use the data. This thing doesn't miss a beat. Damn. This thing is rock solid. Not to mention, I ain't hear the fan spool up yet, but I was outside in the cold. Now it's going to start to warm up and heat up in here because the doors and windows are locked. We're going to see how this performs. The amount of stuttering I would have had already and been twisting and turning and this outperforms your stock controller. This is what I wanted in the original DJI Smart Controller. And yeah, I knew the limitations were there because it was running Android 7 versus this was running Android 10. So that was probably a 32-bit system. I'm pretty sure this is a 64-bit system. So everything is different now, right? Go over this tree. Woo! I know a lot of you guys fussing over the Mavic 3. I'm not a guy who goes for the latest and the greatest. I'm a guy who goes for bang for buck and utility. I want utility. I want the most out of my money. I don't like collecting material things. Don't like material things, right? I like what things can do for me. And I know everybody's different and to each their own, but if you're like me and you are a utility kind of a person, you cannot beat this. You cannot beat this. For one, you have two buttons at the back here. One can be used for the auxiliary light and one can be used to recenter the gimbal. You have this button here, which is a 1, 2, 3, 4. Does up, down, left, right, and it's also a press button in one. So right now on up, if I only click up, I can jump from FPV mode, right? And if I push up again or I push down, I have both buttons. I have it easy toggle, so I can jump in from FPV to normal flying mode with the touch of a button. I don't even need to raise up my goggles. The wheel is still here. It's not a clickable button, but it is a wheel that can be used to, of course, zoom in and zoom out. For me, this is totally worth the extra 450 bucks. 1,200 bucks. Buy as a standalone what DJI wants, that's a different story. That's your money. But this deal, could not refuse. So let's get down. If you're thinking about buying an Air 2S, so I'm gonna click up on this little button over here that I programmed, and that should put me into FPV mode. There we go. And if I click that same button up again, that should take me out of FPV mode by the click of a button. But if you're not gonna get into real FPV, or you just want a little taste of what it's like, then this gives you a really nice, cool dynamic. There's only so much DJI could have done with the old processor on the old controller, and they really tried. I don't know if they didn't think ahead. So there you go. You want some FPV in your life? I know I'm not nowhere near that building, but I don't know exactly what's in front of me. I still got a little FPV something. Just know what you're doing. Know your surroundings. I wouldn't use that zoom in FPV mode if I were you. This is why I love that Air 2S. Apart from the build quality on this thing compared to the older model, which has a better build quality, that's about the only thing the older model has over this. Apart from that, everything else is better. I can promise you this. If you are having problems with your older smart controller running the Fly app, I can promise you from my tests, you will not have those problems anymore. It's over. The processor is up to date. The software with Android 10 is up to date, and everything is running smooth and crisp. Whether you're recording the screen or not, whether you're wearing goggles or not, you're not going to break up easily. The transmission on this thing is solid, and that's what it boils down to most. You know a fast computer when you use one, and this shit is fast. It's ready. it's what I've been hoping for. Maybe you're coming from a Mini 2 or a Mavic Mini and you're thinking, hey, I want to upgrade, right? Christmas is almost here. I want something new. I want something that I can do for professional work, but I don't want something big. I don't want something bulky. I don't want something too expensive, but I need something that I can fly in the day and fly in the night, and shooting D-Log, shooting raw photos, shooting hyperlog gamma, 5.4K, and at the same time, if I want to be a weekend flyer, I can take it out and do all the hyperlapse, the master shots, and all the cool things. I want something that's tried. I want something that's tested. I want something that's proven. I really don't want a drone that's bigger. Nothing against the Mavic 3. It's an awesome drone. It's just that when the Mavic Mini came out and I got used to those small sizes, every little incremental increase in size and weight, I can feel it. Anything bigger just does not appeal to me. And if you're anything like me, then we're in the same boat, and now would be your time to strike. And yeah, I'm gonna be a happy camper from now. Give this video a huge thumbs up. Make sure you hit subscribe and hit the bell to get notified when I release new updates on this controller right here. And I will catch you guys whenever I can. Make sure you become a Patreon, guys. Big benefits to Patreon. Get direct access to me. Any questions? I'm right here on Patreon. Support this channel, and there's benefits. Last Mini 2 went all the way to the UK.